Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chrissy and this is my cozy corner. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a book review on the Crimson Moth duology by Kristen Cicarelli, and that is Heartless Hunter and Rebel Witch. So let's jump in and get right into it. I'm going to do a quick synopsis first, and then I will get into my spoiler-free book review of the series. The first book in the series is Heartless Hunter. I read this back in 2024, and I wanted to be nice and refreshed for Rebel Witch since that came out this year, and it is a finished duology, so I wanted to get the most out of my read here. I went ahead and did a reread of Heartless Hunter. Now, this series is inspired by the 15th century witch hunt. You have a society who the New Republic executes witches. You have Rune, who is a witch, and she's pretty much the vigilante known as the Crimson Moth, and she is trying to hide and basically save witches. And then you have a witch hunter who is Gideon. He is in the Blood Guard. He is like the captain of the Blood Guard, and he is out to get the Crimson Moth. His goal is to find her, capture her, and pretty much burn her at the stake. He has an unfortunate past with a different witch, which causes him, like, his views about witches to be skewed, and that all witches are inherently evil. Now for the book review of the Crimson Moth duology, starting with Heartless Hunter. The first time I read this, I felt like it was predictable while still being very enjoyable, and I ended up giving it a 4-star. Those feelings sort of still stand, but I must say that I enjoyed it so much more the second time around. I had the best time. I loved the dual POVs of Rune and Gideon, and you're kind of watching them play this like cat and mouse game. It was just so much fun. The magic system is simple but so unique. I feel like I haven't read anything like it. So in order to cast spells, witches have to use blood. So they often carve into their skin, which leaves marks, and this is how the Blood Guard is able to identify them, take them in, and execute them. And Rune has a very clever way of hiding this. I thought it was so badass of her. And overall, I had the best time, and I felt like the enemies to lovers was done really well, because oftentimes when you hear enemies to lovers, it's more like I'm irritated with you to lovers, but this was like a true enemies to lovers, and the pacing was really good. So I ended up giving it 4.5 stars the second time around. So now let's talk about the second book in this duology. All right, so now let's talk about the second book in the Crimson Moth duology, Rebel Witch, and this follows the aftermath of Heartless Hunter. I was so excited for this one because the reread of Heartless Hunter was so strong. So I did go in with the highest of expectations. So Rebel Witch was a great time. It was a good finale, but I must say Heartless Hunter is definitely the stronger of the two. And I won't say I was disappointed or let down by it. There were just a couple things where, like, the miscommunication for me, there was a lot of it, and it was a little just too much for my taste, as well as the predictability level was a little bit higher than I would have liked it to be, but it was still great. It was still written great. The longing between the love interest and the enemies to lovers is still just done so well. So overall, I still really enjoyed my time with this, and I gave this one 4 stars. As you can already tell, I would definitely recommend the Crimson Moth duology as a great, fun read, especially for any fantasy romance lovers. I would encourage you to add it to your TBR. One of my favorite things about this series was the themes in it. So you have the theme of trying to decide what is right in a divided society, and then also love being a strong theme, how it can be damaging but also very redeeming, and I thought they were very prevalent throughout the series as a whole. I would definitely recommend this to lovers of One Dark Window, the Shepherd King's duology. Even though the stories are very different, there was something that felt sort of similar. I don't know what it was. It might be the dark, misty vibes and the fact that they're duologies, but I feel like if you liked that, you would like this. Again, they're different, but I think it's like the vibe and like the unique magic system is kind of where I'm going with that. So again, very different stories, but the vibes, I think, are there. So yeah, hopefully you add this to your TBR. And if you have read it, what are your thoughts on it? What did you think? Again, 4.5 stars, amazing reread. 4 stars, a little predictable, but still a great finale. So let me know what you think down in the comments. And I post videos every Sunday. I do hope to see you there. Bye, guys.